What up, fellow agents? PurePrime here. Today I'm gonna show you my hybrid bleed build, and this is so fun to play with, guys, and it's very overpowered. Are you ready? Let's go! Yes, guys, welcome to my new build. It's a hybrid build with 2 ongoing directive. As you can see, that gives me that 25% bleed damage. I went with the new specialization, the technician. And yeah, this is so much fun to play with, guys. This is so much fun. I went with the Stinger Hive and with the cluster mines. But let's start with my guns. I started and I went with the custom P416G3. It has damage of 22.3k and an RPM of 750 and a mag of 50. It got Sadis on there, deal 30% damage to bleeding enemies. After 3 kills applies bleed to the next enemy you hit. Then distance and protected reload. I got mods on there for the hollow side with 8% damage to elites. Then I got the sturdy, of course, with 20 rounds extra and minus the reload speed. I got that very nice linked laser pointer, and I will explain it a little bit later, underneath my gun. And then I have another 5% damage to elites on my muzzle brake. So yeah, let's go over to my second gun, and that's the Merciless, and I'm using the Merciless just to get this 5% chance of 100% explosive damage. Yeah, you can choose whatever you like. You can go for the Nemesis, then you get some extra headshot damage, or for example go for the Eagle Bearer, and that will give you 10% armor wherever you shoot with. Then I went with this lightning rod with the perfect salvage on there, optimized and stop, drop and roll. And the perfect salvage is on there. Yeah, it's nice, but it won't help me. I'm never using my pistol. I'm only using this for the stop, drop and roll, of course, to roll away to get some bleed, burning and poison away. But then, guys, as you can see, I went for the 2-piece ongoing directive, 3 pieces of Gillia Guard and 1 piece of Fenris, of course, for that assault rifle damage. Let's start with this. The Fenris vest has 39.6k armor. Of course, gives me that 10% assault rifle damage. The attributes are 286 skill power. I rolled at 25% total armor on there and 11.5% weapon damage. Of course, it had unbreakable and then damage to elites. For the mods, I went for a little lower mod with only 3k armor and 2% total armor, but it got 10% explosive resistance. And everybody knows those mines, grenades and everything, they hit hard at TU6. Then go over to my 3-piece Gillia Guard. Let's start with my mask, and I got perfect spotter on there. I got 18k, almost 90k health on there, and I rolled 48% damage to elites on there. I have 55%, but I rolled it on another gear, and I'm still farming for a higher than 48 for this build. And then I've got a utility mod on there, 151 skill power, 111 pulse skill power and 62 seeker skill power, and of course I'm doing it to boost my seeker. And then go for my gloves, guys, and I went for Wicked. When you apply a status effect, gain 15% damage for 20 seconds. Then 15k health on there, and I rolled 12% assault rifle damage on there. And yes, guys, just like a lot of you, I still don't have that 13%. Then for the mod, I went for the utility with 41 skill power and 222 seeker skill power. And this is a nice mod. This is a purple mod. I got lucky getting this. And then over to my last piece of Gillia Guard, and those are my knee pads. And the knee pads will have 29k health on there. I rolled an 11.5% total armor on there. It's got patience, of course, because that will keep me alive. As you can see, I didn't go for a chem healer or something like a heal. But patience will keep me alive. And why does it keep me alive? Because I only have to go in cover. My armor regenerates, so my health regenerates as well. This is a way to heal yourself. So it doesn't have to be the healing hive or whatever. You can heal yourself by healing your armor. And that's what I'm doing right now. And then I got 2 defensive mods on there. I could have gone higher, but like you see, I went for the explosive resistance. So the first mod is 2666 armor, 1% of health, and 12% explosive resistance. Then the second mod is a 1936 armor, 2% total armor and 12% explosive resistance. I can get a lot higher in my armor, of course. I got my 5% total armor. But yeah, I chose for explosive resistance because I think that 300k armor, yeah, is decent enough. If you don't think that, then just take these mods out of there and put higher armor on there, and you can boost this up to at least 330, 340, and that's pretty decent. And then of course, guys, go over to my backpack and my holster. Let's start with my holster, and just like I said, it's an ongoing directive. I chose for this because we get 25% bleed damage. Then the attributes are 2 blues. I got 3.3k health on kill there, and I rolled at 45k health on there. I've got 2 offensive mods, so it's the same like the Gilia Guard. You got 2 blues or 2 attributes, and then you can put 2 red mods on here. And I got 12% combined assault rifle damage extra, 2% shotgun damage, 2% pistol damage, and 2% weapon damage. So this boosts my gun. Very nice. Then I went for the ongoing directive backpack, of course. 40.2k armor, and this is the second piece to get my 25% bleed damage. I rolled 622 skill power on there. I got a health of almost 10k and 16k armor, and this could be a lot better. I would love to have a roll like 10-20% armor, you know, and instead of that health I don't care about, but I need that armor higher so I can get up to 400 or maybe 500 in the future with this build. Then I went for explosive damage, yeah, because of course I'm rocking those cluster mines. And yeah, for that bullet from the brutality, it's also nice to have that extra explosive damage. Then I got an offensive and a utility mod on there. 1.5% weapon damage, 1% damage to armor, and 4% assault rifle damage. I got a little bit higher, like 1% weapon damage and 5% assault rifle damage, but I love to have that 1% damage to armor. I don't know why, but yeah, that's me. Then I went for the utility mod slot with 153 skill power, 150 pulse skill power, and then of course that 57 seeker skill power, and that's why we rocking this mod. But yes, guys, this is the build so far. It's very nice. It's very nice. It still hits for 22.3k on my custom, and that isn't that high. But wait until you see my skill power, because my skill power is around 2400 and I can do a lot with my skills. Let's start with the hive, guys. So the hive will give me a damage of almost 70k and around 11k in PvP. The refill speed is 3.9 seconds and I got 14 charges, a duration of 50 seconds and a range of 8 meters. I got that from the auxiliary battery from 304 hive skill power, Then I put 71.6% charges on there and 65.4% skill haste. And then guys, for my mines, because this is so fun to play with. Look at this guys. Let's go back. Cooldown 29.6 seconds. That could be a little bit higher, but this is the start of something beautiful. This is a very nice build, but this can only get better. Higher in armor for my backpack then of course, and yes, these numbers can go up as well. But let's go back to the mine. I've got 7 mines, blast radius of 4 meters, and it has a damage of 367,000 guys, and that's a lot. Around 90k PvP damage. Then I went for the skill haste 102.7%. I got damage on there from 73.6, and then of course to get that 7 cluster mines I went for 4 extra cluster mines. I chose this grenade because yeah, I'm loving this grenade against dogs, and dogs are yeah, the worst nightmare for a skill build, or yeah, a hybrid skill build, because I still wanna shoot with my gun, you know? I still wanna hit hard. This is so much fun to play with, just like you've seen in all the footage that I showed you, that CP4 and that heroic bounty. Man, it's easy, it's fun. You can just run through that missions, those heroic missions, those heroic bounties is so fun. And let's get over to the technician guys, because I needed to explain why I use spotter without the pulse, and gives us that by this, the technician linked laser pointer. The technician linked laser pointer that pulses targets at which it's aimed. On the barrel attachment for long rails, so it won't fit on every gun, but that means as you aim you pulse the enemy. So with spotter you will get that extra damage, so it's very nice. Every one you point at will stay around 3 or 4 seconds pulsed, so you can pulse a group and then go over to the next guy, shoot at him, and he will always be pulsed, so you will always get that extra damage from spotter on your mask, or perfect spotter then. Then of course that EMP grenade that I already explained, and then this is very nice as well, because I got a free 50% skill power. So my skill power isn't that high, I only have 5 yellows like you saw, but still I'm almost at 2400 skill power, and that's only because I get this 50% skill power. Then yeah, you get that 20% damage to drones, skill proxies and robotics. And the armor kit also applies to all friendly skill proxies within 10 meters. That's pretty dope as well. And then of course the pulse resistance of 50% that every specialization has. Then this is a choice of course. But then I went for the skill damage instead of the skill healing. Of course I want to do skill damage because I'm using the mine and I'm using the stinger hive. So I want to do damage. I'm not healing myself through skills, so I chose for damage. And let's get over to the stats guys. The weapon talents I already explained, and of course the weapon stats. My weapon damage is 22,263. Then the weapon for PvP is on 15,305. I got 0 critical hit chance and 25 critical hit damage, so that could be a little bit higher. 55% headshot damage. I got a range of 30 meters, 2.5 seconds reload time. Then I got a minus 10% reload speed bonus, accuracy of 0 and a stability of 0. Then the offense guys, 15% all weapon damage bonus. That could be a little bit higher, but like you know, I chose for the skill power instead of that weapon damage, because I have 53% assault rifle damage bonus. I got a little 2% shotgun damage bonus, 15% marksman rifle bonus, 2% pistol damage bonus, 15% Rifle damage bonus, 86% damage to elites, and this is very nice. Could be a little bit higher, but this is good enough. That 1% armor damage, 29 health damage, and 40% explosive damage. Then the gear talents I already explained, then the brand sets of course. And let's go to the defense. I got an armor of 303k. I got no armor on kill or armor regeneration. I got a max health of 16, almost 117k. Then we got a small health on kill of 3.3k. Then we got a health generation of 58k. No incoming extra healing, no protection from elites, or no critical hit chance resistance. Then we got an explosive resistance of 35.38%. Yeah, I didn't make that up, but yeah. 35.38% explosive resistance. And this is pretty nice. Of course, we're getting that pulse resistance. And then, of course, 20% hazard protection. This is my first TU6 build. And I'm loving to play with this, man. That bleed damage with the Sadist combined. It's very nice and it's very fun to play with. And yeah, keeping yourself alive with patience, it goes better than I thought. Thank you guys. This is the first build of many, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.